Okay, great. So I'm totally sure that you had very interesting conversation with your partner. Can you tell me what information did you find out about your partner? So Ksenia, how about Любовь? What does she like doing? How does she celebrate and so on?
Favorite celebrate is как сказать, что her favorite celebrate is a new
Holiday. Favorite holiday.
Holiday or celebration holiday.
Public holiday is New Year.
Why does she like it?
I don't remember.
No, you don't know. Okay, let's ask you. But why do you why do you like New Year? Because New Year is my favorite holiday too. So why do you like it?
I like it because it's a public holiday and all people don't work and they can pass time with your friends, with your family.
Okay, have a look. They spend time with с какими друзьями? With
our
с их надо, да? With their with their friends and family. That's right. And I like New Year's holiday because people make a lot of good plans for next year. Yes, and this is very optimistic holiday for me. One moment.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So, Любовь, how about Ksenia? What information was interesting to know?
Ksenia has like New Year very much too, because this day she go out from home. She goes out from home. She walk in the street and talk with. She talks with any different people. They are smiling. They are happy. Ksenia Ksenia likes any festivals very much, but last year she didn't visit any festivals.
Right. I think because there were not so many festivals, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Okay, good. What I found out about Guzel that she went out for a meal last week because of the opening of new clinic, and they went to a cafe, yes, but Guzel doesn't remember what they ate because they spoke a lot about the new clinic, right? Okay, so Guzel, what was interesting to know about me? Maybe any information you want to share?
I knew many interesting information. The Margarita get together with your friends once a month. When she came in the Kaliningrad, and when she came in the Kaliningrad, she get together with mother and rarely with sister because her sister lived in the St. Petersburg.
That's true.
Then interesting facts about the Kaliningrad. Each August, during 15 years, jazz festivals
takes place
in the Kaliningrad. and modern, современный, modern, and talented and
Talented, yes, talented.
talented artists go to the Kaliningrad, and this jazz festival prolonged. Приезжают в Калининград, comes to the Kaliningrad from all the world.
Right.
And this festival prolongs during 3 days.
Yes. Lasts, длится, да? Lasts 3 days.
Last 3 days.
Yes.
Also,
yes, it's true.
Also, I knew that the birthday, Margarita's birthday, is the 30th of April. And
Right.
after that, people public holiday during 2 days, 1st and the 2nd of May. And that's why Margarita goes from the home.
Yeah, on a short holiday.
Spend this holiday, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Wonderful. Absolutely good. Yes. By the way, this festival is really, really good. So if you decide to visit Kaliningrad one day, it's a wonderful idea to come here at the beginning of August to see this festival. It's wonderful. Right. Okay, ladies. And tell me, please, Ksenia, what are you going to do this new year? Yes, how are you going to celebrate?
I stay at home with my husband.
Okay, that's great. Are you going to have some special dinner, maybe?
I didn't decide it.
Смотрите, кто еще не решила, результат present perfect должен быть.
I haven't decided.
I haven't decided. Okay, wonderful. So in fact, this is what we are going to learn today, how to speak about our plans. Yeah, we know how to speak about past. We know how to speak about present. Today we learn how to speak about our plans, right? Before that, we are going to listen to 2 people speaking about Burns night and what they are planning to do on the Burns night, okay? I'd like you to listen and answer just one question. What are their plans? It will be a good idea to take notes. What is Ben planning? What is Jane planning to do? All right. You ready to listen?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
Unit 4, Recording 1.
Hey, Jane. What are your plans for Burns night?
Well, I'm going to invite my neighbours to my house for dinner. What about you?
I'm going to be at my parents' house. My mum's going to cook for the whole family.
How many people is that?
I don't know. Maybe 14?
14?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but we always have fun. What are you going to cook?
Well, I'd like to make a traditional meal, but I'm not a very good cook. I'm going to try my best, though.
Good for you.
I'm not going to cook haggis, though.
Are you crazy? You have to cook haggis on Burns night.
All right. Haggis it is, then. I want to ask my neighbours to bring a dessert. Do you think that's okay?
Yes, I'm sure that'll be fine. What poems are you going to read?
I don't know. I'm going to sit down and plan everything next week.
Next week? My mum started planning everything a month ago.
Okay. Right. Do you think you would like to listen again, or can we discuss now?
Again.
Yeah, one more time. Okay.
Yes.
Let's say a little bit. So what about Ben? Any ideas what he's planning to do?
With his parents.
Parents, yes. Okay, very good. And Jane? What is she going to do?
Neighbors.
Does she go to is she going to her neighbors or the neighbors are coming?
Neighbor is your house.
Okay, so she's going to have a party at her place, right? Okay, now please listen again and try to catch more information, right? What they are going to do.
Unit 4. Recording 1.
Hey, Jane. What are your plans for Burns night?
Well, I'm going to invite my neighbours to my house for dinner. What about you?
I'm going to be at my parents' house. My mum's going to cook for the whole family.
How many people is that?
I don't know. Maybe 14?
14?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but we always have fun. What are you going to cook?
Well, I'd like to make a traditional meal, but I'm not a very good cook. I'm going to try my best, though.
Good for you.
I'm not going to cook haggis, though.
Are you crazy? You have to cook haggis on Burns night.
All right. Haggis it is, then. I want to ask my neighbours to bring a dessert. Do you think that's okay?
Yes, I'm sure that'll be fine. What poems are you going to read?
I don't know. I'm going to sit down and plan everything next week.
Next week? My mum started planning everything a month ago.
Okay. So let's start with Ben. Ksenia, what information do you have about Ben? And maybe his family also?
His mother going to cook whole family.
For the whole family, yes?
The whole family, it about 13 people.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Okay, and what is she planning to cook?
I don't know.
Of course, haggis, yes, he said haggis must be, right? Okay. And what about Jane? Guzel, do you have information about Jane?
Jane going to invite her neighbors to her house, and she, I understood that she is going to cook haggis.
Yes, she didn't want to, yes, but Ben says she must cook haggis, right? Okay, Любовь, anything else about Jane?
Jane planned to choose a poem to present about the next week. And as for mom of Ben, she prepared the poem a month ago.
Right, not only a poem, yes, but everything. She started planning everything a month ago. That's right. Okay. Now we are going to listen again. If you have your book open, please look at your book. It is exercise 4B. Yes, I'm going to show it to you. So this is this one, 4B. Yes, listen again and choose the correct alternative. Yes. Grammar 4B. Yes. Got it. So it will be just more comfortable for you because I cannot show everything at once. You're going to listen and please choose which word or which phrase do you hear. For example, number 1, going or want. Yes, choose what you hear. Let's go.
Unit 4. Recording 1.
Hey, Jane. What are your plans for Burns night?
Well, I'm going to invite my neighbours to my house for dinner. What about you?
I'm going to be at my parents' house. My mum's going to cook for the whole family.
How many people is that?
I don't know. Maybe 14?
14?
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but we always have fun. What are you going to cook?
Well, I'd like to make a traditional meal, but I'm not a very good cook. I'm going to try my best, though.
Good for you.
I'm not going to cook haggis, though.
Are you crazy? You have to cook haggis on Burns night.
All right. Haggis it is then. I want to ask my neighbours to bring a dessert. Do you think that's okay?
Yes, I'm sure that'll be fine. What poems are you going to read?
I don't know. I'm going to sit down and plan everything next week.
Next week? My mum started planning everything a month ago.
Okay, let's compare. Number 1, what do you hear?
I'm going.
Going to. Okay, number 2?
Going.
Going to.
Going to, all right. 3?
Like.
Like.
Okay, and then number 4.
Not going.
Going.
Number 5.
Would like.
Would like or
Want.
want to?
Want to.
Want to. Okay, and 6?
Are you going to?
I'm going to.
Okay, check, and this was all correct. Okay, well done. So, ladies, these are 3 different ways we can speak about future. Can you please look and say what is the first way to speak about future?
Going to.
Yes, and it's not only going to, it's be going to. Have a look.
Be.
I'm going to invite, yes, my mom's going to cook, and others, yeah? How do we say it in Russian?
Собираемся.
Собирается, yeah. Собирается что-то делать, да? I'm going to invite my neighbors. Я собираюсь пригласить. It's my plan, yeah? And there are 2 other ways also to speak about future. Let's see. It is I'd like to and
I want.
I
to.
want to. That's right. Do you think I'd like to and I want to, do we use them to speak about our plan or about our wish?
Wish.
Желание. Yes, right. So be going to, we would use to speak about a plan, but I'd like to and I want to, we use it to speak about our wish. Let's look at it. Okay. So let's check it out. So once again, there are 3 good ways to speak about our future. Be going to, want, and would like. Yeah. Want and would like, they are the same, yes, but be going to is a little different. All right. We've got here an example. Ksenia, could you please read the example for us?
I'm going to invite my neighbors for dinner.
Okay, let's look. I'm going to invite. Invite, what form is it? Is it infinitive, past form, ing form? What kind of form is it?
Infinitive.
Infinitive, right? That means we use be, the verb to be. Here it is am. Yeah, we have to change it. Am. Then going to, and then comes infinitive, right? To talk about our future plans. Yeah? So we would use be going to speak about plans, right? Then we have 2 more examples. Okay, Любовь, could you please read this one?
I'd like to make a traditional meal.
And the next one?
I want to ask my neighbors to bring a dessert.
Yes, neighbors, соседи.
Neighbors.
Okay, check it out. What comes after I'd like to and I want to? What form of the verb is it?
Infinitive.
Again, infinitive. That means use want and would like plus infinitive to talk about things we want to do. Yeah, so which is our wish. Yes. Okay. And as I told you, we use all of these words to speak about future. That means we have got so-called future phrases, and we can see them here. In an hour, it's in the end of the rule, yes? In an hour, this Friday, next week, in 2 weeks, or in 2 weeks' time. Yeah? They all will show that we are speaking about future. And if you look at these phrases, we can often see the preposition in. What does that mean? How do we translate it? In an hour.
В. Вообще в.
Вообще в, а вот в этих фразах in an hour, in 2 weeks. Через. Все правильно. Когда мы говорим про будущее, и мы хотим сказать через 2 дня, мы будем использовать предлог in. In 2 days, in 2 weeks, in 1 hour. Yeah? And check it out. We can say in 2 weeks and in 2 weeks' time. Одно и то же, да? Абсолютно одно и то же значение. In 2 weeks or in 2 weeks' time. How do you say через 3 года?
In 3 years.
In 3 years. Ага, через 2 часа.
In 2 times.
In 2 hours. In 2 hours. Ага. Через 2 дня.
In 2 days.
In 2 days. Через, не знаю, 2 недели.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. This is right. Okay. And also we have got the word this. Все, что имеется в виду в этом месяце или в эту пятницу. And next. Обратите внимание, нету никаких дополнительных предлогов. По-русски мы говорим в эту пятницу. У нас есть предлог в. В английском языке он не нужен. Да? This Friday, next week, next year, next Sunday и так далее. Yeah? Никаких предлогов. И не хватает еще одного важного слова, которое говорит про будущее. Future word. It is tomorrow. Yes, we can add it. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, точно.
Yes, it is missing out. А как мы скажем послезавтра?
After tomorrow.
Ну, не просто after tomorrow, а the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. The day after tomorrow. This is also a good phrase. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Okay. Do you have questions here? No, not now. Let's practice. And we will start with practicing pronunciation. In all these 3 phrases, we have got this part to. Want to, going to, and I'd like to. Yeah? All of them have to. Please listen to the sentences and say, do you hear to, or what do you hear in the sentences? Okay, let's go. Only listen and check. How do we say to here?
Unit 4. Recording 2. 1.
Dan wants to have a dinner party next week.
2.
Kelly's going to contact her old school friends.
3.
I'd like to go out for a meal later.
So what do you hear?
As the first sentences, I don't hear to.
Yes, we usually say only to, yeah? Wants to have, да? Только to прям. He wants to have, Kelly's going to, yeah, to contact. And I'd like to go, to go. Yeah, so it's very short form. It's very, very short form. And we should try to pronounce it the same way. Yeah, let's try. Let's try all together now. Wants to, wants to.
Wants to.
Okay, Guzan, try also. Wants to.
Wants to. Wants to.
Wants to have.
Wants to have.
Very good. Yeah, going to.
Going to.
Going
to.
Yeah, going to contact.
Going to
Going
contact.
to contact.
Yeah, very good. You see, it's easy. Like to. Like to.
Like to.
Like to go. Like to go.
Like to go.
Yeah, you see, it's very easy. Yes, it's very easy. Like to go. Okay, now please listen to the sentences and repeat the sentences. Try to say to, yeah, not to, but to. Okay, please turn on your microphones, listen and repeat. Let's go.
Unit 4. Recording 2. 1.
Dan wants to have a dinner party next week.
2.
Kelly's going to contact her old school friends.
3.
I'd like to go out for a meal later.
Okay, now please listen again and repeat the sentences again. This time you cannot see the sentences, so practice your listening. Listen and repeat. Let's go.
Unit 4. Recording 2. 1.
Dan wants to have a dinner party next week.
Repeat, please.
2.
Kelly's going to contact her old school friends.
3.
I'd like to go out for a meal later.
'Okay, get back, please. All right. Turn on your microphones again. Yes. Okay. So, Ksenia, sentence 1, could you please read it for me?
Dan wants to have a dinner party next week.
Yeah, this sounds very natural. Yes. Guzel, and you, number 2, please.
Kelly's going to contact her old school friends.
Yeah, very good. Ksenia, 3.
I'd like to go out for a meal later.
Right. Okay, Guzel, and you also, number 3.
I'd like to go out for a meal later.
Yeah, very good. This sounds natural. Yes. When people speak English, they do not say every word. For example, I'd like to go. They don't say it like that. Yes. They say to go. Yeah. This is the way people speak. Okay, now let's practice all these forms. We have 3 forms. Let's give them a try. Look here, we have got a short conversation. Can you please read the conversation very quickly? Ignore the gaps. Tell me, what is it about? What are they talking about? So, 20 seconds. Look through. What are they talking about? Ksenia, what are they talking about?
They are talking about Friends Day and where
Mhm.
they are going to eat.
Yeah, so they're speaking about a restaurant to go to. Very good. Now, ladies, you will need to read it more carefully now and complete the gaps with the correct form of the verb and the form. Let's see. Number 1. Have you had any ideas for Friends Day? How are you going to celebrate? And we use be going to. We need to change it in a correct way. Yes, be going to is not a form for a sentence. We change it to are going. Yeah. And then we use this verb celebrate. So the total answer is how are you going to celebrate? So you need to change the first part of the phrase, this one. Yeah. Okay, now please read all the conversation and complete with correct forms. So ladies, you complete. I will leave you just for a minute, not more. Ksenia, done?
No.
Not yet. Guzel, and you?
I'm ready.
You are ready? Okay, so Guzel, reread it to you, yes, and check your answers. Ksenia, 1 minute more. Yeah, in 1 minute, we check together.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Then, Ksenia, you are going to read for A. Yes, role A. Guzel, you are going to read for role B. Let's begin. Ksenia, you start from the very beginning.
Have you had an ideas for Friends Day? How are you going to celebrate?
Так. I'm going to get together with some old school friends. We are going to have a dinner.
To get together, right, with some old friends. Okay.
We are going to have a dinner.
And we are going to have dinner.
That's nice. Where are you going?
We would like to go to a great restaurant near my flat, if there are any tables available.
Available. Available, доступный. Available. Okay, great.
What are you going to do if it's full?
I'm not sure. We want to find somewhere nice and quiet so we can chat.
Well, Chesko's Pizza is really nice and in a quiet part of town. You could go there.
Great idea, thanks.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, was it easy to do? Yes? Was it easy? Okay,
Yes.
now let's just practice this conversation. We change roles, okay? Guzel, now you will read it for A. Ksenia, you will read it for B, okay? So, Guzel, you start this time.
Have you had any ideas for Friends Day? How are you going to celebrate?
I'm going to get together with some old school friends. We are going to have a dinner.
That's nice. Where are you going?
We would like to a great restaurant near my flat. If there are any tables available.
What are you going to do if it's full?
I'm not sure. We want to find somewhere nice and quiet so we can chat.
Well, Chesko Pizza is really nice and in quiet part of town. You could go there.
Great idea, thanks.
Wonderful. Well done, ladies. Okay, and now actually let's speak about your plans and about your wishes for New Year, okay? For New Year's Eve and maybe for New Year's holidays, all right? So when you speak, try to use I'm going to or we are going to and I'd like, I want to, all right? So Ksenia, how about you? What are you going to do for New Year?
For New Year, not holiday, not
or maybe
New Year holiday.
It's up to you. You can say about New Year or New Year's holiday, how you like.
I'm going to my family and I would like to find a time for go skiing.
For skiing, yes, I would like to find time for skiing.
For skiing and and for I'd like to find a time for habits.
Sorry, for
Habits?
habits? На привычки? Hobbies.
Hobbies.
Oh,
Hobbies.
yes, for hobbies. Okay, okay. And tell me, please, what hobbies would you like to do over the Christmas or New Year's time?
I'd like to draw or read художественную литературу.
Okay, some literature, yes?
Some literature, not professional literature.
Okay. Ksenia, are you going to read anything in English?
I'd like to I'd like to read embryologist embryologist book. I bought this book. Bought this book 4 months later. 4 months ago. Months ago, and I started read it, but I can't.
Okay, so you want to try again?
Maybe yes. After our lesson, I think I can it.
Yes, I think you should try again. It's a good idea,
yes.
Right? But you know, you said also you want to read not professional literature, but for pleasure. Yes, for pleasure, для удовольствия. Yeah, and I would recommend you to read so-called graded books. Graded books. Graded books — это такие книжки, которые адаптированы по уровням. Yeah? То есть, что значит адаптированные по уровню? Мы сейчас с вами на уровне А2+, такие, знаете, уверенные А2, переходящие в Б1. И есть книжки, причем известные книжки, но которые адаптированы как раз под этот уровень. У меня такие книжки есть, поэтому я вам могу отправить в Телеграме, а вы скачаете то, что вам понравится, и почитаете. Они обычно не длинные, да, чтобы себя не перенапрягать, вот, но их очень-очень приятно читать. So this can be a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so Guzel, what about your plans for New Year? What are you going to do?
At the first, I'm going to get together with my family. And then I'm going to sleep. And then I'm going to write. Перевести, как report. Translate my article from the Russian to the English.
Oh, wow.
And this article published in the European journal.
Right.
It is very, так сказать, много времени. It is very many times.
It takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time.
Right. Yes. But it is also very interesting, I believe. Yes. It takes a lot of time, but it's interesting. No?
It is not interesting, but it is my work. It is my work.
Okay. I understand. So, okay, Guzel, first you're going to relax and then you're going to work. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Любовь, how about you? What are you going to do on New Year's holiday?
I'm going to countryside with my family. It's our tradition. And I would like to mountain skiing and skating maybe. Skating maybe. I would like to watch a film about Christmas in English with subtitles.
Yeah, this is a great idea. Are you going to watch Home Alone or any other film?
Maybe any films, maybe Home Alone.
Right, yes, because Home Alone is a tradition, yes, a very traditional film for Christmas. Okay, wonderful, ladies, you all have very, very good plan actually, yes, and I'm sure we all will have a good rest, yes. Anyway, I'm going to send you all your homework, yes, and I would like to remind you that next week we are having a lesson. We are going to have a lesson on Tuesday, but not on Thursday. Yes, so on Tuesday is our last lesson this year, and then we will all have a little rest with English book and English film, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So have a good day today, have a good evening today, and have a good weekend. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. See you. Bye-bye.